Hairdressers Journal content family back together.
Hello.
It's lovely to be so we're kind of all
it was like Eurovision.
Yeah, exactly.
We're terrible Eurovision, Charlotte. It's lovely to see everybody this morning. We just wanted to give everybody a quick update on what's coming up, what we've been doing, and also say how fantastic it's been. So thank you to everybody for your support during lockdown. I want to thank the faces that you see on the screen, because they've worked incredibly hard to keep content coming live and videos and all sorts of stuff, all the latest information up to date. So thank you, ladies, from the bottom of my heart. It's been an absolutely sterling job, and I know it's not been easy at times. And also now how exciting the salons are open. And to see all the salons on social and hear of people going back in. And actually, I have to say, I got my haircut yesterday and it was really quite emotional. I was so happy to get my haircut and to see the guys. And even though it's different because they're behind visors and everyone's socially distanced, I think the hardest thing is not giving people a hug.
But and remembering that you can't give them a hug.
And remembering you can't. It felt very normal very quickly, having a mask on, them having visors. I mean, I was PPE'd up to the hilt. And I know, Keeks, you've been and had your hair cut as well. So
yeah, and it was really safe and sanitary. Like, it was great. The team at my hair barber was fantastic, and it did, like you said, it felt very normal very quickly.
Yeah, it did.
I think the only thing I forgot was to not, like, I couldn't eat. So when you don't really think about it, you're there for like 5 hours. I forgot to eat before. I was like shaking.
Stomach was probably getting louder and louder.
Yeah, I did sneak something to eat in the car park because I got there super early. Didn't want to go and wait in the salon, so I sat in my car until 2 minutes before my appointment and just ate something really quickly because I knew I'd be there for a while. So
that's smart. That's wisdom. That's what that is, Jane. I ain't got that yet.
That's age. Don't wish it. It's just age. It's just age.
And for any salons watching, they can give their clients a reminder. Eat first.
Definitely send that e-marketing out. Please eat first. You're coming for colour.
Then you're going to get hangry if it's going to be over more hours.
Don't want that.
Need to have you.
And I had a coffee before as well. I was absolutely vibrating.
My gosh, bet you were buzzing.
Not good.
Yeah.
So, and we have to say a very special welcome back to Charlotte. So I'm pretending that, Charlotte, you didn't go anywhere else for 6 months. It feels to me, because she was still working with us, that you actually left. But Charlotte and lockdown. So Charlotte's come back as editor of Modern Barber, which I know we're all really, really excited about, because you were looking after HJ Men. You made a great impact in that market, and I know we've got lots of exciting plans with you spearheading it for the brand and events and this kind of stuff. So super excited to have you back. I think it's just brilliant. It's like the family's back together.
Thank you so much. It feels good to be back. It feels like home, my hairy home.
Your hairy home. Not sure about that terminology.
So you're growing a beard soon, Charlotte.
I'm going to be growing a beard.
Styling it out.
Can you not see?
Are you going to go for a skin fade when you go back to the salon?
Yes, I think I'll get a cheeky undercut.
So, Laura, let's start. So we've been, Hairdressers Journal has been online, as in the magazine's been published online since the May issue. So March and April were print. And then May, June, July, August will be digital issues. And we're going back to print issues from September, which I think we're all very excited about. But actually the digital issues have been fantastic. And just for those people that have looked at the digital previously and thought, oh, it's not that easy to read, we've changed to a super new platform. And now it is so easy to find the content, read it, see it. It's just a whole new experience. So
it's all singing and dancing, isn't it? Everything you click on it, it does this and
it does. And you can read it on your phone, which is amazing. So just give people a quick update on what's in the July issue of HJ.
We hope that you're all checking it out. So we had a fantastic HJ Insider survey, which was sponsored by L'Oreal Professional in our July issue. And it was on your post-lockdown predictions. So it'll be interesting to see whether those predictions have come true now that many of you have reopened, whether a lot of people were predicting it was going to be complete restyles and colour corrections, but it would be interesting to know whether people have just come back in and said, I just want to go for the same thing I had previously, or whether they have tried to shake it up a bit.
I think from talking to Darren yesterday, he was saying quite a lot of people are embracing the length they've got, but they want it So they need it to be styled. They need it cutting and styled, and obviously the colour. It's just the huge amount of regrowth that people have got.
Exactly. And I wonder if treatments are going to be a big deal, because obviously people really want to kind of get their hair back to having that professional look and feel and healthy hair.
Yeah,
definitely.
That was fantastic. We also put together a fantastic feature on the essential online courses that everyone can get involved with now that they're back in the salon and probably won't have time to physically go to any education, and equally it's a bit tricky at the moment with social distancing. So we've put together loads of like a breakdown of loads of courses ranging from business to digital skills to customer service, and there's lots of different things that people can get involved with, and they can do, you know, on their lunch breaks, or, you know, in the evenings, whenever they've got a bit of free time, which I'm sure won't be very often at the moment, but there'll be lots of things for them to tap into.
And there was a big extensions. We put a big extensions feature in there, haven't we? So,
yes, I don't think people have spoken about extensions enough, really, because obviously there's been a lot about colour corrections, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of clients coming into the salons that are, their extensions have literally got to the point where they just want to rip them out. So we've got a cheat.
They would have had to have taken them out at home.
Within the time frame.
Exactly.
And there'll be some people that would have done a good job with that, and some people that might have done a terrible job with that. So we've got a cheat sheet feature with all kind of hints and tips and how to answer people's problems and help them along the way with kind of reshaping their hair once their extensions have been removed and that kind of thing. So it's a fantastic feature.
And then if anyone hasn't seen it and is a fan of avant-garde work, one of the best avant-garde artists in the world is Indira Shoeka from Tony and Guy, and her Life Through the Lens, where she just picks her favourite images. I mean, all of her images are outstanding, but I think it's interesting to see what she's chosen.
Definitely. Yeah. We've also got we've got a really fun big debate. We did a light-hearted one, so I've been intrigued to hear what you all think about what your opinion is, and it's whether or not dogs should be allowed in hair salons.
People should comment.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know on Facebook as well if you have any opinions on that. Like now during the live, we'd love to know what you have to say. What do you guys think?
I'm a big doggy fan, so I think I will always embrace a dog, but I do appreciate some people who have allergies and, you know, might be scared of dogs. So I think it does kind of split people, doesn't it?
I think it depends on the size of the dog and also whether you've got space at the moment, because salons are saying, no, you know, you shouldn't be going with other people. And so I think it's difficult if you're saying to somebody you can't bring your children, but you could bring your dog. But I mean, as a huge dog fan and somebody who would love to have a dog at work, having lost our dog last year, I'd love to, you know, I'm not sure I'd take it to the salon though. I'd definitely bring it here. But
we have, one of the on one side of the debate, it was a salon who actually has their own dog and brings their own dog into the salon.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Also the cleanup job for the dog.
Trust you, Charlotte.
I mean, are they long haired? Are they molting? Like, you've got to take all this into consideration. Are they getting their hair cut at the same time? Extra service.
Like sick?
I did have a lot of fun watching hairdressers shampoo and trim their dogs when they couldn't get their hands on any clients during the lockdown. It was great.
Really?
Actually doing
oh my God, I love that trend.
I liked watching the topiary when people couldn't. That was great as well, like cutting the grass.
I thought you meant on dogs, like on a poodle.
I think Jamie Stevens started that. Jamie Stevens started that early in lockdown on his Facebook, didn't he? Where he was actually sort of like cutting the grass with his hair scissors.
Hairdressers are going to have very stylish looking gardens.
Yeah, a 5-point hedge.
Absolutely.
I wish. Anyway, we all saw what happened with my hedge trimmer.
Yeah, is that what you were trying to do?
I know I wasn't trying to pivot to talk about me, to be honest. But
for anybody, and I'm sure Keith hasn't shared this publicly, but now she's mentioned it, I feel that I can. She decided to get a hedge trimmer out, which was a surprise to anyone on this call, apart from Keith possibly, and then went straight through some electricity cables, I do believe.
Yeah, straight through. I did all the front bit fine, and then I thought, oh, do you know what? I need to do the bit where you can actually see it from the inside.
Yeah.
And then I went and right through it. There was a bang. There was like sparks, and it was.
Lucky you're still here.
2020, baby.
And it could have ruined your new hair, because it was straight after you'd had your hair appointment as well.
Lorraine would have been so upset. It would have been standing on it.
Forget about being electrocuted. It could have messed with your hair.
What a waste of money that would have been.
loads of good stuff in the issue. So you can access the issue through HJI in the top nav bar magazine, and then just click on the link. That's all there. Keeks, do you want to give us a quick roundup of what's coming, and also what's been the most looked at kind of stuff during lockdown? Oh, we got some messages. Julie Bellinger Gibb, hello, lovely Julie, welcome back. Charlotte. Richard Darby, morning girlies, all looking fabulous. You are too kind, Richard, but thank you, we'll take it. What's been going on online? So what's been the big chat?
The biggest stories online for the last 2 months have obviously all been regarding coronavirus. It's actually been I'm really proud of the resources that we've provided, because it's been really clickable. It's really like Googleable as well. So if people type in like just hairdressers coronavirus, it's all of our resources come up. And moving forward, we'll just want to support you guys as much as possible. So do let us know in the comments anything that you'd like to see from us in regards to like what you can do moving forward, trends that you want to know about, step by step. We're here to do anything you want, basically. Well, I mean, within reason.
Within reason. And what's the feedback been since salons have opened on Saturday? So we're nearly at a week. I mean, obviously, social media for me has been just flooded with happy faces who are just so happy to be back at work.
Definitely, it's been really nice to see everyone like posting their pictures of them in their visors, and like the measures that they've put up, like the screens, etc. And everyone's saying that they've booked solidly through to like August at least. So I feel very lucky that I've had my hair done now.
Me too. I was super grateful. And I think everybody must remember, visors are absolutely mandatory. That is one of the things that is mandatory to do. It's not a mask, it's a visor, and also the 21-day track and trace. So hence why no walk-ins, they want you to know the details. And I think, you know, everyone's going to be doing that because they know that's what they need to do, and we want to stay open and stay trading. So
exactly. It's been great seeing all those pictures, and I've been like saving them so that we can put some of them up in digital page for next issue, so we can like support everybody that's gone back really safely.
And I think also one of my favorite things during lockdown was Michael Young's #Hairdressers United. If you search that, I mean, the inspirations, the work was just spectacular. It was absolutely beautiful. So watch out, because we're going to be doing something fun with that in the future.
It's really nice because we all have our opinions of what our favorite pictures are, but when you ask someone what they're most proud of, kind of like with Life Through Lens, it's really like illuminating to see what they feel the proudest of.
I get that. And Charlotte, so plans for Modern Barber. So this issue's just come out. So again, it's digital this issue, and then back to print from the next one. So talk us through the issue.
Yeah, I will do. So issue 27, July to September issue, and you can hit the link in our Instagram bio at Modern Barber Mag to read the issue. I'm looking forward to going onto the new platform that my HJ sisters are on. That'll be amazing, but it's on issue at the moment, and it's all lovely and interactive, so you can have a good old read of that. And in the issue itself, we've got lockdown diaries from Hayden Cassidy, Damien Diabolo and Cheryl Broad, and they kind of take a look at how barbers have been coping during lockdown. And I think the nicest kind of takeout from some of them is just the time and the space and the energy that they've managed to get from this enforced break. And I know everyone's going to come back to their business a lot clearer and with like sort of strategies in mind, and really focused on work-life balance. I think that's the key message, and really uplifting thing actually about lockdown.
You know what, that's really interesting, Charlotte, because I don't think you really hear about work-life balance when it comes to men, if I'm being honest. I think that's
a very gendered issue.
Not to say that all barbers are men, but obviously it's a very male-heavy industry. So I think that's great.
I agree. I think also one of the very few positives out of the pandemic has been that people have had that time to get the clarity, but also how hairdressing has pulled together as a community. I mean, it's just been phenomenal to see people sharing, you know, people that you wouldn't expect to just be getting a doll's head and actually showing people how to cut and colour and style. It's just been fantastic.
The sharing of education.
And I really hope that continues, because I think that's a good thing for everybody. It's
and also the comments as well on our lives. It's so nice to go after we finish the live, and we have to download it to put it up on IGTV and YouTube. Reading those comments with people interacting with each other, giving each other tips, It's so lovely. It just highlights the community aspect of hairdressing so much.
Yeah, it does. We have to hope, fingers crossed, today there's meant to be announcements on when other industries can open. So hopefully our colleagues on professional beauty will get the news that we want for beauty salons and spas and nail salons to open. So literally got everything.
Crossing fingers.
Yeah, everything crossed for that. I suppose the other thing we should touch on is the awards. So closing dates for the British Hairdressing Business Awards, the entry deadline was extended. So 31st of July, so still just over, just under 3 weeks or 3 weeks to get everything in. Everything's online, it's very easy to enter. So, and I think it's a real chance to, and I know a lot of people did entries during lockdown, but just to celebrate the things that you do well. And that's the part of the awards. It's about celebrating what is fantastic about you and your team and your business, but also what's fantastic about this industry. So any questions, you can direct them to either me or Lizzie. I'm going to put Lizzie out there. Lizzie, so it's LIZZI, Lizzie at hji.co.uk, or obviously me. So just either message me, mine's Jane at hji.co.uk, but Jane with a Y, or through our social channels. So if anybody needs anything on that. And then obviously the British Hairdressing Awards, sponsored by Charlotte Scott Professional, closing date, the first round is now the 28th of August. I can't wait to see the work that comes in, because we're allowing people to put previous, so 2 images from any previous collection or entry, whether it's one, been a finalist, or you've just entered it, or any work that you've had before. So there's not the usual time limit. So 2 images from each collection and 4 images for the first round. So you've got until the 28th of August to do that. It's interesting talking to people, because actually what they're struggling with is to narrow it back to the favourite image when you have to do life through a lens. When they look at the repertoire, what work they've got, but also for me, for other salons who haven't entered before, now is your opportunity to pull together the things that you love, that you've shot, that you might have had one image or just shot single images. They can now be entered. So good luck to everybody. You know, it's a brave person that puts themselves out for awards. And I think it's, you know, it's a real way of, but people should shoot for themselves. I think we've all spoken about this. You need to shoot for you and your brand so that you can use them on your social, in your salon windows, on your marketing material. It has to be about you and how you want to be and your brand to be perceived. So
and nothing ventured, nothing gained. Like there's literally never a better time to enter than this year. Like there's no barriers of entry at all. Like even if you haven't shot for ages, you can still enter. That
and you've got to be in it to win it, haven't you? So don't have that regret of thinking, oh, I should have just gone for it.
Absolutely. And shout out to the Modern Barber Awards as well, which have been extended the entry deadline to the 10th of August. So there's still nearly a month for you to get your entries in. And I know it's a busy time right now, but what better to reward your team and the work that you've done over the last year or so than by winning an award and getting a accolade like that.
And Lizzie's looking after that too, so she's a busy girl. But
busy Lizzie,
we'll have to get her on a live at some point, won't we?
We'll get Lizzie on a live. Get lovely Lizzie on a live. Questions on any of the awards to Lizzie at hji.co.uk, and she is super efficient and will come straight back to you, or alternatively just drop them in the chat to us. Anything else, ladies, that we need to be telling anybody about coming up?
No, but please can you continue to tag your pictures, especially your post-lockdown pictures, with hashtag HJ Love and hashtag HJ Colour Reel on Instagram, because I want to repost as many pictures as possible for inspiration for other people and to get people's names out there. But yeah, it's important that you tag us with that as well as tagging HJ, the handle.
Yeah, definitely. And the same for you. You just want Modern Barber tag.
Yes, if you can hashtag MB repost and at Modern Barber Mag, that would be amazing.
Perfect. All right, lovelies. It is great to see you all. We're nearly all together, just one still at home. So we're all practicing social distancing. So there's a few of us in at different times on different days. But it has been nice. But virtual hugs to you all, and thank you for this morning. And everybody who's out there in their salons, I'm sure you're all super busy, but I'm just so delighted that everybody's back. It's just great to see hair salons operating again.
And we'd love to know as well what, in this new normal, what content you'd like to see from us moving forward. So please do shout out from an HJ, and I'm sure from a Modern Barber point of view, Scarlett as well.
All ears.
Also, thank you so much to everyone that's been watching these lives like the last 3 months. It's made all the time that it takes to put together really worth it when you see thousands of you tuning in and getting involved. So thank you so much, and we'll continue to do it. Sorry?
They've kept us company.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
loved
exactly.
it, haven't we?
And
It's been
actually, on
great.
that point, I would, because we're going to continue with lots of the lives, and I'm going to continue with the HJ, the kind of in conversation with. So do let us know who you'd like us to talk to and who you'd like to find out more about. I've got a few people that I think would make really interesting viewing, and we've got some lined up, but I'd be really excited to hear who people who'd like to hear us talking to and find out more about them, their business and their background. So
definitely. And we'll be experimenting with different times of the day as well. So if you let us know what times of the day might work for you as well, that would be great.
that would be great. And
but you can watch it whenever though, can't you? You can.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you'll all watch this back later on when you've finished the shift.
When you're not busy.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, thank you, and I will see you
later.
very soon. Take care.
Bye.